Today we're diving into Royal Caribbean International and Celebrity Cruises. They're both part of Royal Caribbean Group, but they have their own vibes going on. So here's the deal. They share some similarities, but there are some pretty cool differences too. Today we're going to break it all down. Entertainment, food, atmosphere, activities, you name it. Are you ready to take a look at the differences between these two major cruise lines? Let's get started. Let's start off by talking about the atmosphere. And when it comes to Royal Caribbean, they're like the rock stars of the cruise scene. Seriously, picture this. Massive cruise ships that are basically floating adventure parks. I'm talking rock climbing walls, surfing simulators, zip lines, you name it, they have it. It's like being at a never-ending party out there on the open sea. Now onto Celebrity. It's like stepping into a world of pure luxury. Imagine sipping on the finest wines, dining on gourmet meals whipped up by the chefs, and indulging in spa treatments while cruising in absolute style. It's all about the upscale, refined experience that's perfect for anyone craving a taste of the good life. From sophisticated enrichment programs to amazing live performances, every moment on a Celebrity cruise screams elegance and relaxation. And you know what's interesting? The vibe between Royal Caribbean and Celebrity couldn't be more different. For me, Celebrity had that elegant yacht feel, all classy and sophisticated, while Royal had that bustling family vacation vibe. Two totally different worlds, but both equally awesome in their own way. Let's jump into something important, well, for us anyway, Wi-Fi. If you're like us, you need to stay connected to the outside world. As much as I would like to disconnect and enjoy our trips, we still have to run our business. So Wi-Fi is very important. I found that Royal's Wi-Fi to be kinda hit and miss, even when upgrading to the highest package. We recently experienced the new Starlink system on Celebrity, and I was very impressed. We had the premium package and it was just like being on land. Our pages loaded fast and there was very little, if any, delay. Some of our friends had the basic package and said it was a little laggy, but it seemed to work just fine for what they needed. The premium package was amazing for us. If you don't care about that and, just slower internet is okay, then you'll probably be fine with just the basic. One thing that we love to go to is the production shows. So let's talk about the production shows on both of these cruise lines. They both offer those fancy Broadway style performances, but they definitely have their own vibe. So on Royal Caribbean, I want you to think big, high energy spectacles with sets that just kind of blow your mind and special effects that will leave you just gasping. And get this, on some ships, they've got not just one, but 3 spots for shows. They have the normal theater, the ice skating rink, and even an aqua theater. It's like a production bonanza. Now, Celebrity, they're more about that elegant, immersive experience. Their shows might not be as grand as Royal, but let me tell you, the actors, they are top notch. And they bring in some amazing guest singers too. So here's the deal, if you're craving that turbocharged high energy thrill, well, Royal's probably the ship that you're going to want. But if you just want to kick back, relax, and enjoy some top quality entertainment, Celebrity is a great option. So one thing we have noticed is Royal and Celebrity seems to have a lot of guest entertainment. So what type of entertainment are they bringing on board? Well, they both have their usual comedy shows and with a variety of acts, but they've got their own vibe going on as well. On Royal, you might catch comedians with a broader appeal and a variety of acts that are geared a little bit towards the kids. Meanwhile, Celebrity Cruise tends to go for a more sophisticated style with comedians who cater to a different crowd and a variety of other acts. We've seen guest singers, comedians, magicians on both of the cruise lines. But here's the scoop. On Royal, the comedians and magicians often had more of a family-friendly type of act, which was great if you're cruising with kids. On Celebrity, the entertainment wasn't strictly adult only, but some of the skits had jokes that might have gone over the kiddos' heads. Oh, and one more thing, Royal sometimes had a special adults only comedy show later on in the evening that was just for grown-ups. So yeah, depending on what you're into and who you're cruising with, both cruise lines offer some pretty cool entertainment options with good special guests. We do get a lot of questions, people wanting to know what's the nightlife like on a cruise ship. So with Royal Caribbean, they're all about keeping the party going. Picture themed bashes, live tunes, and a bunch of different bars and lounges to choose from. Oh, and don't miss out on the nightly promenade parties. Grab a drink, snag a seat, and enjoy the show. Plus, they've got everything from karaoke joints to jazz clubs, dance floors. It's a non-stop party. Now onto the Celebrity. They've got a more chill vibe when it comes to the nightlife. Think live bands scattered around the ship, silent disco parties. They even have some dance parties in the later hours. And if you're not looking to wind down just yet, you can grab a cocktail and hit up one of the quieter bars with some soft tunes and good company. So depending on your nightlife style, both cruise lines have got something for you. Royal Caribbean is your go-to for the wilder, more crazier, epic parties, while Celebrity offers a more relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. But hey, no matter what you're into, you're going to find a variety of each style on both cruise lines. I know one of my favorite things to talk about is the food. So what is the food like on these two cruise lines? So Royal Caribbean does have an amazing lineup when it comes to dining choices. They've got everything from fancy main dining rooms to specialty restaurants, buffet, cafes, you name it. And guess what? They cater to all sorts of tastes and dietary needs. From American comfort food to Asian fusion delights, they really do have it all. Oh, and those specialty restaurants. Think steakhouses, sushi joints, Italian spots, and more. It's like a foodie's paradise. Plus, people generally rave about the food and the quality and variety that Royal Caribbean offers. You can't really go wrong with that, now can you? Now let's switch gears to Celebrity. These guys take dining to a whole new level. Picture elegant main dining rooms, specialty restaurants, and even casual eateries, all at your service. They're all about quality ingredients and innovative cuisine. They source fresh and local food and global favorites. And let me tell you, their dishes, they are amazing. And the service is top notch. So let me dive just a little bit deeper into the food and service comparison between Royal and Celebrity, because you know, details do matter, especially when it comes to food. So Celebrity Cruise seriously blew us away with their food and their service. They are top notch stuff. Don't get me wrong, Royal always delivers with their service. At least they have the times that we have been on their ships. And the food has been pretty good too. But Celebrity, they seem to take it up a notch. The main dining room food on Celebrity was on par or even better than some of the specialty restaurants that we tried on Royal ships. Now when it comes to the buffet, Royal might have an edge. Not that Celebrity's buffet was bad, it was far from it. It's just that Royal offers a wider array of options. One thing that we did absolutely love about Celebrity's buffet was the ease of finding seating. Unlike on Royal, where it sometimes feels like a game of musical chairs during breakfast and lunch. But here's the kicker, pizza. Everybody loves a good slice of pizza. Royal totally wins in that department. I mean, they've got pizza available practically around the clock, and it's pretty darn tasty too. On Celebrity, the only pizza spot is the buffet area, and while it stayed open later, the quality just was okay in my book. But hey, taste is subjective, right? So if you're like me and you enjoy some good pizza, Royal might just have the upper hand in that department. When it comes down to it, both Royal and Celebrity bring it with their dining scenes. But here's the kicker, Celebrity Cruise leans more towards the upscale, refined dining experience, while Royal covers all bases with a diverse range of options. It's like choosing between a gourmet feast or a culinary adventure. It totally depends on what floats your boat, pun intended. So another thing that we need to talk about is the experiences or activities that you can find on these ships. Let's chat about the stuff that you can do on Royal Caribbean. I'm talking surf simulators, zip lines, skydiving simulators, they have it all. And don't get me started on those epic water parks and slides for kids of all ages. The bigger ships, like the ones on the Icon and Oasis class, are like activity wonderlands. No, seriously, you could spend weeks on here and never get bored. Royal Caribbean really knows how to pack in the fun to cater to every taste. Now switching gears to Celebrity, they're about those immersive experiences. Think wine tasting, cooking classes, art auctions. They've got a whole lineup of cool stuff, and they really dial up the entertainment with trivia nights and interactive shows. It's like they're all about enriching your experience and diving into different cultures. When it comes to the pools, Celebrity does have a large pool area with several hot tubs, but no area for the smaller kids. In fact, if your kids are not potty trained, they're not allowed in the pools on Celebrity, even if you have swim diapers. Unlike Royal, they don't have a splash pad area, so the little ones can play in the water. Now, on the Royal Caribbean ships, like I mentioned, they have water parks, water slides, pools, splash areas for the kids. They have a little bit of everything if you're into water fun. One similarity is the casino. Both Royal and Celebrity do have casinos if you're feeling lucky and want to try to win some of your money back. So yeah, while Royal Caribbean's all about the thrill seeker's paradise, Celebrity cruises are more about immersing yourself in the culture and enrichment. Both sound pretty awesome, don't they? It's like choosing between an adrenaline rush and a cultural exploration. It all depends on what type of vacation you're in the mood for. So what is our overall opinion on these two ships? Well, with Royal Caribbean, they're all about catering to everyone, from the little ones to the young at heart. They've got tons of high energy entertainment and family friendly attractions that'll keep you pumped throughout the trip. Now, if you're looking for something a bit more refined, Celebrity Cruises might be more your speed. They're all about that upscale experience, focusing on top-notch dining, relaxation, and a bit of cultural enrichment. I did like how friendly the staff was on Celebrity and how often the officers were around to interact with the guests. They even made time to play competitions with the guests in like water volleyball and the cornhole tournament. Another big standout for Celebrity was the cleanliness and the upkeep of the ship. This was an older ship, and other than some wear on the furniture, you wouldn't really know it. They did an amazing job at keeping the paint touched up and constantly cleaning to keep it up to that prestigious feeling. Choosing between the two really boils down to what kind of vacation vibe are you after? Are you craving the non-stop action, or are you more about kicking back and savoring the finer things in life? I hope this breakdown helps you out. Oh, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on our next adventure.